Contax lens catalog is vast and pretty highly regarded, with most of the lenses delivering incredible performance that's full of character. A few of the lenses have even gone on to achieve an almost cult-like following, and it just so happens that one of those cult lenses is not only my personal favorite, but also the lens that I think is the best investment if you're just starting to build up your Contax kit. That lens is the Contax Zeiss Vario-Sonnar 35 to 70mm f3.4, and I am in love with it. This is a lens that is often referred to as one of the best 35mm zooms ever created, and is said to equal or even in some cases rival many of the other Contax Zeiss prime lenses in the lineup. Seems a bit crazy, but after using it for just over a year, I don't think I disagree with that one bit. And with all things considered, it's actually quite affordable, going anywhere from the $300 to $500 mark, depending where you find it. Without a doubt, out of the 7 Contax lenses I own, this is by far my favorite, and I would say that 90% of my 35mm work is shot using this lens. I would say that if you're just starting to build up your Contax kit, this is definitely the best place to start, and depending on what you shoot, it may actually be the only lens that you need to buy. The Vario-Sonnar 35 to 70 is a push-pull style zoom lens. Like all Contax lenses, the build quality is amazing, with the lens sporting a metal body and incredibly smooth zoom and focus throw. The famous T-star coating does a great job dealing with flare, and the lens does have macro ability on the wide end, which, although I don't really use it for my still work, I have used it numerous times for my video work. So if I haven't got my point across yet, I'll say it one more time. This is my favorite lens, and I think it's a great investment. But keep in mind that this is for the style of photography that I create, and it may not suit you as well as it does me. 35mm is one of my favorites. I think it's just wide enough without starting to exaggerate things too much. And on the other end, I rarely shoot any longer than 70, sticking closer to around the 50mm mark. So this lens's zoom range is just about perfect for me. When it comes to ability, the whole prime performance thing is bang on. This lens performs at all focal lengths and all apertures. It's sharp wide open and even sharper stop down. The amount of detail it resolves is incredible, and the images have a warmth to them that I really haven't found with any other 35mm optics yet. This is a lens that will match or rival many of the current top-end professional zooms from the big manufacturers. Quite impressive for a lens that was launched in 1985 and can still be had for under $500. The performance and versatility of this lens is definitely what sells it for me, and I found that it's pretty much perfect for most situations. The only downside I could think of is that it's really not the fastest lens, but again, for the type of work that I do, that's not that big of a deal, as most of my work is shot stop down. The rest of the Contax Zeiss lineup features a number of amazing options, especially if you're looking for speed. Since these episodes have been all about building up a Contax kit, if you're after a fast lens, the Contax Zeiss 50mm 1.7 can be had for around $150. I would say it's by far the best bargain in the lineup. I currently own the 1.4 version, but I did own the 1.7 in the past. The 1.7 was introduced as a cheaper option to the famous planar f1.4, and a lot of people say that it's just as sharp and even in some cases sharper when shot wide open. The only downside with the 1.7 is that it is a plastic build compared to the metal of the 1.4, but it is lighter, so depending on your preferences, that could be a bonus. If you're new to the Contax brand, or if you already own a camera and multiple lenses, I really do think that the Vario-Sonnar 35 to 70 is one of the best investments that you can make. It really is that good, and it's only going to become harder to find. Depending on the style of photography you shoot, it may actually be the only lens you ever need to buy.